everyone. I'm Jodi. This is Cindy and Kimberly. And today we're going to present the class Stretch, Tone, and Balance, class number 12. This class is a light to moderate class. Kimberly's going to show you a little more advanced options, and Cindy and I are going to show you Cindy's going to show you the beginning options, and I'm just going to show you the moderate options. For this class, if you do have a set of dumbbell weights, we'll be using those, and also a resistance band. If you do not have those items, it's okay for you to use cans of food or nothing at all. You can still do the class without any equipment. We're going to go ahead and get started. So Cindy and I are going to sit down. If you are using equipment, make sure it is underneath your chair right now so it's out of your way. And make sure your chair is appropriate. It should be able to slide around. It should be nice and sturdy. And you should be able to sit on the chair. The preference is that you have about a 90-degree angle. Okay, so for people that are shorter or taller, that might be a little bit more of an issue, but you should still be able to perform the class. So we're going to start with a warm-up. So we're just going to march our feet right, left. Whether you're sitting or standing, you want to make sure your posture is nice and tall, your chest is lifted, shoulders are down and back. And now we're going to take that march and we're going to go out, out, in. Now you're welcome to go at your pace. So if it feels like we're going a little bit too fast or maybe even too slow, you're welcome to go ahead and adjust the pace. And then we're going to take that march, we're going to go forward and back. So forward, back, forward, back. Good. You're just very lightly tapping your toes if you're sitting in the chair. Let's do one more. We're going to go into a front kick, alternating the leg. You want to make sure your abdominal muscles are pulled in nice and tight here. So you're supporting your posture. Good. And your kick can be a little bit lower. If you're feeling good, a little bit higher. Let's do 4 more. We're going to march left, right. So when you're ready, left, right. That's it. Good. We're going to go ahead and march it out, out, and in. When you're ready. Out, out, in. So you should start to feel nice and warm here. You always want to make sure you warm up before you exercise to prepare your body for the workout. And let's take that forward and back. Forward, back. How are you doing back there, group?
Doing
great. Good. All right, one more. We're going to lift the knee. Again, alternating sides. So I'm not doing anything too difficult with the arms right now. Just whatever's comfortable with your upper body. Good. Let's try 4 more. We're going to go into a side tap. So out, in, out, in. If you're comfortable, you can use both arms or just one at a time. And start to incorporate a little more arm work. We're going to relax those shoulders. Nice. And then we're just going to push up and down. Again, you might want to go ahead and alternate or do both. Let's try 4 more. We're going to go into a jumping jack, so out and in, where you can go quicker. Now, this movement's a little more difficult. So if you need to, you can lean back just a little bit from the hips so that you feel you're not arching your back. Keep your abdominal muscles strong. And again, Cindy's showing a little bit more of a modification. We're going to take a heel forward, forward, back. Good. Let's try 4 more. And step touch, step together. Are you having fun back there? She's having fun. We never knew you were such a dancer.
Oh, of course.
All right, you can stay with this step touch, or you can do more of a ski jump, side to side. It's just more fun to exercise with a video or with other people, so you know you're not just by yourself. Let's try 4 more. Now at this point you should be pretty warm. We're going to bring our feet back into center, sitting comfortably or standing. We're just going to reach overhead and add just a little bit of a side bend. Good. And if you're with Kimberly, you can go ahead and kind of lunge side to side or tap your toe out if you'd like. And then we're going to come across, reaching across, adding a little bit of a rotation. Nice. 4 more. All right, bring the arms down. We're just going to roll the shoulder back, alternating sides. You can lift your elbow if that feels good. So remember, when you're exercising, make sure it's not hurting. Sometimes you might feel a little bit of discomfort, but if you're hurting, that's time for you to back off or stop, okay? All right, 2 more here. Good job. We're going to relax those arms. Nice. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with some leg exercises. So if you are seated, you can do a seated leg extension. You can do standing squats if you want, Kimberly. Otherwise, we're going to do what's called a squat, a chair squat, where you're going to, from a seated position, you're going to stand up and then sit back down. Now, if for some reason you can't do that, you can stay with that leg extension. If you want to make this a little bit more advanced, you can add an additional weight. We're going to try to do 10 to 15 of these. Okay? And it's not about going fast right now. So we want to use the muscles to get up and down out of a chair. So you want to make sure that your feet are apart, maybe even a little bit wider than your hips. As I stand and sit, notice I'm leaning. So I lean forward, and then I want to feel the chair as I come down. Let's try 2 more. So if you're not able to do 10 to 15 class, that's okay. We want you to be able to get up and down out of the chair. So maybe just do as many as you can, 2 to 3. Now we're going to stand up. We're going to come behind the chair. Kimberly has the option of using ankle weights. So if you have some at home and you want to use them, feel free to do that. And Cindy's just going to use her body weight today. I'm going to use a resistance band. So if you have one of those, you're going to step on it with your feet. You're going to cross the handles, just like this, and we're going to do a side leg lift. So you're going to go out to the side. This band is really heavy. So as you can see, because I'm using a band, my range of motion is not going to be probably as far as if you were just using your body weight. And Kimberly's using ankle weights and a band. So that would be very advanced. So we did about 15. Let's switch legs. When you're doing these class, you want to try not to lean too much to the opposite side. Keep that supporting knee soft. And we want to keep the knee and hip facing to the front, because we're working the outer hip glute area. How's that feeling?
Super.
Good. We have 3 more class. Again, it's okay to go at your own pace. You can hang on for balance if you need to. Going back to the right side, this time we're going to take our legs straight back. So I'm going to hang on. If you feel comfortable, it's okay that you don't. We're going at just a very, very slight angle. And Cindy's showing you from a side view. This is working the glute. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Again, keeping that supporting knee soft and staying nice and strong through your abs. Pull your belly button towards your spine. 1 more. We're going to switch sides and go over to the left. And it's just perfectly fine to take a break. So if it's too much for you right now, Just stop and take a break. Join in again when you feel better. So we like to bring you all different options of exercise classes. 2 more. Okay. Good job with that, ladies. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take my band away. The next movement we're going to do, and Kimberly, you can keep your ankle weights on, of course. Okay. We're going to pull the right leg in. Now, if you've had any type of hip surgery, we don't want you to cross the midline too much. We just want you to pull the leg towards the other leg. Okay? You're going to feel that in that inner thigh. You want to pretend like you're squeezing something right between your thighs as you bring that leg inward. 2 more. Good, and let's try the other leg. Shift over, and then pull the left side in. Also, you can always feel like there's some heavy resistance in the air. So even if you don't have any additional equipment, doing these weights or doing these exercises with your body weight, it's also, you're going to get a lot out of it. So don't worry about whether or not you have any equipment. 2 more. Good. All right. Now, if you need to, come right behind your chair to hang on for balance. We're going to do some heel raises. So your feet are about hip distance apart. You want to come up onto your tippy toes and then lower down. Now don't think about being in a hurry. Take your time on these so you feel it in the lower legs, the calf muscles. You might even want to hold it up there for a few seconds. It's also good for strengthening those ankles. Huh?
Make my calves big.
Another thing you could do right now, if you wanted to add a little more advanced, is you can hang on to a set of weights. If you feel good with your balance, you could put them up here, or you can just keep them down here. Let's do 2 more. Good, and relax. Coming behind the chair again. This one's a little bit hard to do with the band. I'm going to come off to the side. We're going to do a leg curl. So right heel is going to lift up and down. So you want to see, you want to feel the heel pulling up and back behind you, and you're going to activate your hamstring muscles, the back of your thighs. Again, we don't need to go quickly. You want to take your time to feel the work so that you're not using momentum. And again, Kimberly's she has the ankle weights on as well. 2 more. And let's switch legs. Breathing. Good. You can also have that sensation of you feel like you're squeezing a ball. So once your heel lifts up, imagine you're squeezing a ball between your upper leg and your lower leg. So you really feel that muscle activate. All right, 2 more. And relax. Okay, let's try one more thing. We're going to have a seat. So what we're going to do is just do a balance move. And your legs might be a little fatigued, so that forces your body to use more accessory muscles, which is actually a good thing. So we're going to balance on the left foot. We're going to lift the right leg. Now, you might want to keep your leg a little bit lower, even toe tap. You can hang on to something for balance. Or if you're feeling really good, you can add some arms. You can extend the leg. Just do whatever's comfortable. You can focus on a spot a few feet ahead of you, and then make sure you steady your breath. So we're going to try to hold this for 30 seconds, and you have 10 seconds to go. Okay, relax. We're going to switch sides. If it's more comfortable, you can switch to the other side of the chair or just stay where you're at. This time we're balancing on the right. So you want to anchor the foot, soften the knee, and then lift your left leg. And if you're comfortable, you can add some arms. You want to look at a spot and just breathe. Make sure you have something close by to hang on to. Balance can be very irregular. Some days we have it, some days we don't. That's very normal. All right, and relax. Good job, class. Let's have a seat. Okay, now if you do have some resistance that you can use as far as dumbbells or cans of food, you can pick those up now.
Would you like me to stay seated or?
You can stand. Yep, if you'd like to stand, that's fine. So again, we want to find that good posture, whether you're standing or seated. All right, feet hip distance, lift up tall through the spine, relax the shoulders. We're going to start with a side raise for your shoulders. So we're going to go out to the side and back down slowly. We're going to try to do 10 to 15 repetitions. We want to make sure our elbows don't go above the line of our shoulders. And if you need to, you can slightly bend a little bit more through the arms. And breathing. And this one, if you're not sure where to breathe, you can inhale up and exhale down, but it's always good to just naturally breathe. Okay. I think this is 12. Should we try 15? If you need to stop and take a break, that's okay. All right, very good. And let's roll those shoulders back. Good. Okay, so now we're going to go over into a bent over row. So if you're standing, Kimberly's going to come sideways. She's going to bend forward from the hips, keeping a nice and long neutral spine. In a chair, we're just going to bend forward. And then you're going to pull your elbows straight behind you. So this feels like we're squeezing those shoulder blades together. And then we're sliding the elbows back towards our ribs. You're going to relax your neck. So make sure that your chin is tucked in slightly and you're looking just a couple feet ahead of you on the floor. Exhale up, inhale down. Let's try 3 more. That will make 15. And again, it's okay if you're going at your own pace here. And relax. So if you need to, place your hands on your thighs and then gently roll yourself back up. All right, let's go to an overhead press. This one can be challenging for some people if you have shoulder issues. So if you want to, you can do one arm at a time, going from chin to ceiling or range of motion that's comfortable, or you can do both. Exhale up, inhale down. You might also just want to do this for range of motion without using any extra resistance. Looks good, ladies. I want you to feel this in both directions, okay? So even as you lower the weights, you feel the resistance coming down. We have 2 more. All right, very good. Let's take those weights back down. Okay, and then from here, we're gonna go ahead and do a tricep kickback. So my elbows are pulling high, and I'm gonna squeeze straight behind me. I'm gonna come sideways. So in this particular movement, you wanna try to move just from your elbow to your wrist. My upper arm is steady. If this is a little bit overly challenging, again, you can do one arm at a time. You can either alternate or do all the reps on one side and then the other. As we push back, you want to squeeze the back of your arms, feeling it in your tricep muscles. And one more. All right, and again, if you need to, gently roll up through the spine. And let's go to a bicep curl. So elbows are in nice and tight, palms are forward. We're gonna curl up towards the shoulders and then full extension down at the bottom. Option to alternate the arm. Just have a bit of a relaxed grip so you're not squeezing the weights too tightly. We exhale up, we inhale down. How about two more? Two more, all right. Okay, we're gonna do a couple of exercises with the band. Now, if you don't have a band, Cindy's gonna stick with the weights so you can follow her. And this is a row again, Cindy. So the rowing is good. So we did this earlier with the weights. With the band, however, it's a little bit different. We're gonna place the band around the feet, toes up, heels down. We're gonna cross the band like an X, and then you can grab the handle, or you can even grab to the inside of the handle. If you don't have a handle, just grab the band or wrap it around your hands. We're gonna sit nice and tall, and we're gonna pull our elbows back and release. So we did a similar movement with the dumbbell weights, but working those posterior muscles is so good. So we're doing it again. We're doing a second round. Exhale as you pull back, and then inhale as you release. If you want a more advanced option with the band, you want to grab further in so it shortens the band. You're going to get more resistance that way. All right, two more. Are we feeling this one?
Yeah, bet.
Good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is bend the knees and pull the band up by the hips. Now, if you have weights like Cindy, you can place the weights on your thighs or you can set them down. We're going to do a resisted jack. So you're going to push out and in. This is for your hips, but you're also going to feel it in your core. And it's okay to lean back a little bit from the hips, okay? We don't want you to arch your back. You feel that?
Yep.
Yeah. Two more. All right, and then we're going to take, you keep the band or the weights there. Your option is to either alternate a single knee lift or both. Now, if you're doing both, again, you're gonna feel like you wanna lean back just a little bit, but I don't want you to use momentum, so you shouldn't feel like you're rocking, like you're in a rocking chair. This one you're gonna feel in the abs, especially those lower region of your abdominals, as well as the hip flexors. If you don't feel like it's controlled, just again, do one leg at a time and alternate, so they're gonna feel it. Two more. All right, good. Let's take that band off of our feet. We're just gonna go ahead and bring it up behind us. And Cindy, you can show an option if you want to of a wall push-up. Can you go back against the cupboard? I don't know if they can see you back there, or against the wall maybe. There you go. So Cindy's doing a wall push-up. We're gonna do a chest press with the band. So the band comes up to the armpits. I grab to the inside of the handles, and I'm gonna push straight ahead. This is working the chest and arm muscles. And push-up, Cindy's doing back there, is a great option as well. You don't have to come down to the floor. You can do it against a wall or a counter. Two more. All right, and relax. Let's bring the band around to the front. We're gonna do one more. So, Cindy, if you want, you can use the dumbbell. We're gonna do one arm at a time. You're gonna grab the band. You wanna grab it so your hands just have about a foot between them. If it's too hard, you want to give yourself more room. You're going to bring your left hand to the right shoulder, and then I'm going to push straight down from the elbow of my right arm, and that's going to work the tricep again. And this muscle is hard to tone, so doing an extra set is all good. It's also a posterior muscle, and you want to squeeze into the back of your arm. So you guys, there's no reason why you couldn't do this workout. I mean, you could do this workout while you're watching TV. Let's switch arms. Although it might be kind of hard to watch us in the television. You know, also feel free, we don't have music, but you can sure play music in the background if that helps motivate you. This is going to be our last exercise. We're going to do some stretching after this, so make the most out of that. Again, we're exhaling to push down, inhale in, 2 more, and relax. All right, nice work, you guys. And shake those arms out, roll the shoulders. Good. We're going to come off to the side here. We're going to stretch our lower body. We're going to do a quad hip stretch. So I'm going to drop the knee towards the floor and then bring the foot back. If you can, create that the shin is parallel to the floor. Okay, good. And then we're going to add just a side stretch. This helps to open the hip up a little bit. Very nice. And you want to try to hold your stretches if you can for 20 to 30 seconds, or even longer. All right, let's relax. We're going to take the same leg. Your right leg comes around, come forward, and we're going to straighten that right leg. My left knee remains bent. I'm going to reach down the leg until I feel a stretch in the back of my thigh, my hamstring muscles. Some of you might be comfortable just right here, and that's fine. Please don't feel like you have to reach for your foot. You want to try to keep that leg as straight as you can. Relax and breathe. So in 30 minutes, you did get a full body workout. Hands come to your thighs. Soften the knee and roll yourself up. Take that right leg. We're going to cross it to stretch the hip. So I can go ahead and cross the foot above or below my knee, but I want to open the knee and hip. So I feel it right in the outer hip glute area. I'm going to show you the modified version with my foot a little bit lower. So don't feel like you have to bring it up here to your thigh. And then if you'd like, you can lean forward to feel a deeper stretch. Good. This one should feel good. Our hips get tight. All right, let's gently relax. We're going to do those stretches on the other side. Again, make sure things are out of the way for you. This time your left leg, I'm going to go ahead and stretch the quad and hip flexor, come off to the left side. Drop the knee towards the floor. Shin is parallel. And then we're going to add that side stretch. All right, let's relax. Slide the foot around to the front, straighten your leg, and then we're going to go ahead and reach where it's comfortable to feel a stretch down the back of your thigh, okay? You can also, if you're with Kimberly and you're not feeling the stretch, you can elevate your foot. So if you wanted to, you could elevate it up on a chair or a stool, and then stretch forward. You're going to get a little bit deeper stretch that way if you need it. One more breath. All right, now we're going to soften the knee and go ahead and take that leg and cross the foot above or below the knee. And then just kind of, you want to just gently add a little bit of pressure, very gently. And if you need to feel a deeper stretch, you can lean forward. We appreciate you joining us today. All right, we got just a couple upper body stretches. We're gonna take our right arm across, left hand to the outside, and just very gently press it in towards your body. You wanna relax that shoulder, bring it across. All right, let's switch. And then we're going to come up and behind the chair. Let's do a calf stretch. You can hang on for balance if you need to. You're going to take your right foot back, press the heel into the floor, bend the front knee. And if you feel pretty secure, we're going to add an upper body stretch. We're going to take our arms back. You can either reach your fingertips back or clasp your hands, and then pull your arms away from you gently. Okay, let's relax, release the arms and then the legs, switching sides. This will be our final stretch. And this time, if you're feeling good with your balance, we're just gonna stretch up, lifting the chest. Again, we appreciate you joining us today. I hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you so much.